saw you walking down the street.
Welcome back, Finca family, to this week's episode of Finca Life. Finca Life is where we walk around the Finca and show you everything that's been happening in the last week, where people's donations are going and which new animals we've helped and things that are happening. We've got a lot of different things happening this week, including we had a special visitor from England. She came to do sheath cleaning. And for those of you who don't know what sheath cleaning is, it's cleaning the beep of the horses. So watch on, and that's very educational and interesting. But as well as that, I've got another amazing parcel to open, and I'm going to update you on some of the animals and some of the volunteers.
I'm Emma, and this is Edu. We're the founders of Tenerife Horse Rescue.
We are a small non-profit, self-founded, eco-friendly animal sanctuary born in 2018. We are run by a great big family of volunteers.
And an even bigger animal family. Don't forget to press the subscribe button to follow our Finca Life adventures every week.
So while I'm here, I want to tell you a little bit about Fauno and Quarantino. Any of you who've been following us will know about them. And we've got some fantastic news that we have found an amazing home for them. They are going in about 4 weeks to Fuerteventura. We have found a perfect home as a friend of a friend, because that's where I lived before. I don't know if some of our followers know that. That's where actually I started the journey on with horses in the Canary Islands and saw where they needed rescuing. We were actually going to start Tenerife Horse Rescue as Fuerteventura Horse Rescue, but then we came here and saw there was a lot more that needed help. So by being there first, I had some amazing contacts, and one of them had another amazing contact, which amazingly is going to be the future home of them. They have a 20,000 square metre paradise paddock, and it's just a private home, which is absolutely perfect for them because they're quite nervous horses and they get nervous with a lot of people around and a lot of horses around, so I couldn't think of anything more perfect for them. I always say that our animals, our horses, are up for adoption if we can find a perfect home for them. If we can find something that's better suited for them, then they go. So watch on, you'll find out a bit about that. I think it's about 4 weeks. The paperwork is a bit complicated, as always here, to get that completed. But once that's done, they're going to go over, and of course we're going to film it all, as you see, as they get ready to travel, and then we're going to keep you updated. They've already agreed that we can film when they're there, so we can show them them in their new life. So although I'm walking around this box, I want to find the correct horse girl to open this with, because she'll be really excited about what it is, so I need to find her first. But actually, I'm going to comment on one thing before someone asks me. You may have noticed that I have dyed my hair. People keep commenting on it here, and it was a bit strange, actually. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about me. When I started this, I didn't really want to make Finca Life or the YouTube about me. I wanted to make it just about the animals, and then from the YouTubers, people with more experience, and the vloggers and professional vloggers, they told me that I have to be more in it and be, I don't know, the person showing you around, or someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be me, it just turned out to be me. But I didn't really want to make it about me. However, it seems to be now. And so I'm going to tell you that I did dye my hair. This is a colour I used to have it all the time, and sometimes when you're running a place like this, you're so busy all day, every day, that I forgot a little bit how to be me. And then I found an old box of henna, it's just henna, and then dyed it, and I feel much happier about being me again. So same old me, but actually I'm going to talk about myself a little bit. But that's as much personal as you're going to get about me. Now we can tell you the update of the kitchen. So it's made quite a big progress in a week, actually. Although most of this progress just happened yesterday. You couldn't see a lot, and then yesterday all of a sudden all the walls just went up. Our poo heater is nearly done as well. It's full now. We're just filling up with the poop, and we've done the trial and error, and it's work. I think they managed, one of the compression was too much and they got too hot, and one of them expanded, but they've redone it and it's working now. The pizza oven, of course, is looking amazing. So they've done it quite a lot of work in the last couple of days. So you can start to see how it's going to take shape now. Although it's still really quite a small kitchen for 40 people, it's all been made out of absolutely nothing, just wood that they've found around and pallets and things like this, and all of our skilled volunteers. We're going to have the door the other side, where we go in, and at the moment it's lovely all open with because the weather's so perfect. But yeah, we're getting there. These two. Everywhere you look, there's dogs helping, of course. This parcel we've been waiting for about 4 months, I think, and it got stuck in customs for a really long time, and Pauli, one of our office volunteers, had to take such a long time. She was calling every day and they were asking for more paperwork because it came from America, and it is probably quite a strange thing, I suppose, although it's not been opened. So it took a really long time. Then they told us that they threw it away and that we couldn't get it. And then after keep ringing and ringing and ringing, got through, eventually we got the numbers through, we got it. It is another really, really amazing sponsor, and it's super nice of them because, like I say, it came all the way from America. And it's something I've personally never used, actually, and I'm really excited to give it a go. So if anyone has used one, give me some tips on how to use it before I ask the professionals and hit YouTube videos. Someone needs to give me some. But don't worry, I'm not just going to give it a go without fully knowing what I'm doing. I'm going to ask the professionals first. Dun, dun, dun. Hoof Boss, yeah, now do you know what it is? Now you remember what it is. So thank you so much to Hoof Boss for this amazing tool. It is, wow, look at this. Oh, look at all the little bits. It is an electronic, or battery powered, because we have no electric. Hoof trimming tool. So on this video, you're not going to have a demonstration of me using it because I need to do a lot of practice first. Look at that. Wow. How exciting is this? And you've got all the different parts, which are all for different things. And wow, look at it. I'm gonna have to do some real research on this. This is incredibly exciting. Oh, look, this is useful. Instructional video, there we go. This is how I'm going to learn how to do it better. I mean, I have a more or less idea, and obviously people maybe who don't know from before, I do all the trimming of the horse's feet myself. I'm very passionate about barefoot, and I've studied a long time about barefoot trimming, and on top of mine, oh look, it even comes with some safety glasses. But I have never used an electrical one before. However, I do know someone in mainland Spain who has, and he did say he might be able to come out and do a demonstration and work with me because I want to make sure I'm perfect at it first. So I'm going to do some studying, give it a go. I have no idea what this bit's for. So thank you so much to Hoof Boss. I will give you an updated video at a later date when I know how to use it. Thank you. Yeah, the front ones are much better.
Yes, it's just this one, I think.
Because she's so out of balance.
Yes. Yeah, because probably she balances this leg out.
So while I'm here, then I will give you an update on Ava. Well, this is Leah. Most people know Leah. She's going around doing the hoof, as I just mentioned, we're really passionate about barefoot. Every day, one of the volunteers goes around to clean them all out, keep on top of thrush and check what's going on and who needs trimming and things like this. Once a week we do it together, but today she's just keeping them. So she just asked me a question about her. But a little update on Ava. She has still got her eye, and the eye specialist is quite happy about how it is now. I mean, she's not in pain anymore, she still can't see from it, and I mean, she's not going to, but she's relaxed. And she's still our beautiful little sassy princess. If anybody wants to sponsor directly Ava and get all of the updates, you can on our website. And I'm pretty sure it's www.tenerifehorserescue.com/Ava, I think. But if I'm wrong on that, you can just look on the horses and find her pretty face. And then you can get updates about everything that's going on with her. And yeah, poor little thing, she's been through so much. Look, she's dropping her winter fluff as well now. Although she didn't have a lot of it. They're all starting to drop their winter fluff. About time, because it's incredibly hot. Oh, poor little princess pony. We came up at the perfect timing here. Leah's doing her feet and Kat's doing her eyes. How many times a day does she still have her eye drops and different things?
Twice.
Only twice a day now, okay. And she's, I say, doing much, much better.
Yeah.
And she's really happy up here with her 2 boyfriends and her VIP paddock, because we put her in the stable so she can eat, and she gets privacy because she's fragile. Although she's not, she's pretty tough. She just looks fragile. Aren't you? You're a sassy little thing. She can't go with the others because she tries so hard to stand up to them and tries to be a boss, but she's too frail and she tries to dominate them, but you shouldn't do that because you're a tiny little thing. You're a tiny little fragile thing. But she doesn't realise that. But she's doing well and we're so glad we've got her. But she needs to find a mummy, don't you? Somebody who wants to come and take her for walks, take her for little walks. Well, she disagreed. We want you to find a mummy. Like Daniela, who comes every day and takes, oh no, there she is. But she comes every day to walk Truther and Bounty, and we need to find somebody to come and do this with Ava. Well, not every day, a couple times a week, just come out for a little walk with her. So that's probably enough of me talking about what's going on this week, and I'm just going to leave you with some footage of Stacey and all of our boy horses and see how she got on with them. And she's going to teach you a little bit about sheath cleaning, and we're so thankful that she came over here. She tricked her husband, I think, into having a little holiday. He said he wanted a holiday and she said she wants to come for work. So their compromise was to come in Tenerife and help on our sanctuary. So we're super grateful. She stayed in our yurt last night and helped out with all of our horses. So enjoy that.
Hiya, my name's Stacey and I run a company called Harris Equine which specialises in sheath cleaning. So it basically involves checking the horses for any beans, removing any dry skin. Along with that, I check for any sort of lesions, growths, and anything I find just gets referred to the vets and they can then check to see if it's anything that could be potentially cancerous. And yeah, it's my full-time job, so can it all over Scotland all week. That's it. So I'll just give him a stroke first and just make sure he's kind of happy with the area being touched. Yep, he seems pretty good. Good boy. And then I'll just basically have a little feel and see if there's any sharp pieces that might be bugging him. So I just use like a mineral oil so you can use this all the time. And then I'll go all the way back. He's a good one to start with because he's got a bean there actually. Yeah, so he's got some dry skin which I'm going to soften off. I know, you're a clever boy. He's really good because I'm kind of all the way back and I'm just softening off this skin. So here's some. Lovely. I expect to see you all doing this after. Good boy. Okay, so I've got his bean. And there it is. So yeah, and that just sits just inside, just above the urethra. So you probably wouldn't have known it was there because it's totally hidden, so you can't see it. Good boy. You're so clever. Go. Oh, we'll definitely feel a bit comfier. I know. Didn't even need any bribery or anything. So I'm just going to give him a good rinse.
So what is it, the process? It's a build-up of...
So it's like smegma discharge, dead skin cells. Yeah, some it comes out. I think it depends a lot on the shape of them. And if they get them, they always get them.
Okay.
And if they don't, they never do. So, but I find most do. He's a good boy. He's going to be famous now. Good boy. I know. So this is obviously a different colour to the black, but it's nothing to worry about. It's just because of the pigment, because of his pink skin. So his smegma will be a different colour. Sometimes it can be reddy as well, but it generally, you know, usually it's not blood, you don't need to worry, it's just that, but there's quite a lot there, so that'll be good. I'm just softening it all before I take it off.
What was the first time you did it?
Sorry?
Do you remember the first time you did it?
Yeah, I think it was about maybe 5-6 years ago. But I used to get kicked a lot when I first started. And now I feel a bit like a ninja, good reflexes. But I think just over time you kind of pick up more things and look at the back of their body and their tail and kind of just tell how happy they are with it. Oh my God. Jeez. They do remember, don't they? Just everything. Good boy. I know this bit's not very nice. Good boy. So I'm taking these bits off, which are almost like slices of skin. So I'm still doing this front part on him. I'm just going a bit slower because he's just a bit unsure, so I just don't want to put him off. So when it's hanging out, it's usually dead skin, flakes of skin. So a lot of people, like in Scotland and England, will think it's like shavings because it looks like the bedding, but it's just the flakes of skin.
You're confident in the way you're going about it, so there's less of that like hesitation.
I think they definitely feel the difference. And some, if they have big beans, they kind of waddle when they're taken out sometimes because they feel like, oh. And the tip stretches around it and then it will shrink back down. That's you all done. Good boy. You're so clever. Happy birthday. Oh, he's a good boy. You've got a good job today. I hope you're taking notes because you can do the
Literally the worst to get his teeth done, so
Okay. There. I'll give him a stroke first anyway. His will just take a little bit longer because he has a lot of sharp pieces. If they get beans, usually kind of once a year, it's good for the flies though, I suppose, out here. Because if it's quite waxy, it does attract, you know, because it's got like a smell. And so yeah, twice a year is probably quite good in the summer and winter. Good boy. So you go into kind of, there's two separate parts. So this is the first part that I'm feeling here. And then you kind of go all the way through and there's a second part. So I'm softening off the skin. Good boy. There's just a piece there. Just sticking over. So it's quite sharp. Usually, there's another piece. Usually horses that are stabled more tend to get beans as well, I find. Good boy. I know, I feel like it. Good boy. And here's his beans. So, all this, try not to touch my face, all this here is dry skin, which you can actually see where it's kind of been stuck. It's just discharged dead skin cells. They're quite soft, they can be, that's me squashing it. And some can be really, really firm and quite sore. So, that's most of it out. Oh yeah.
Invite me a drink next time.
Does he want a little massage pad session as well? Because he might quite like it.
Yeah, beginning like this.
Seems fine.
I was thinking like wrap around.
Have you got hold of one of the straps?
Don't take it off me.
Yeah.
It would feel nice, it's nice.
I think he thinks we're pretty
I didn't smell. And we can tighten them around the other side if you want, or we can just keep an eye. It's up to you. He seems to be relaxing a little bit now. You've distracted him. Sorry, full time. But a lot of people still don't know. So it's just kind of raising awareness. You know, and
This
it's
is
not.
the first time I hear actually about
Yeah.
it, but it's acting like
So thank you so much for watching our episode of Finca Life. As always, please comment below, tell us your thoughts. Every engagement helps our videos and helps our videos flow, and everything that happens and makes our channel grow more, all the money that we make from YouTube goes directly to these. So just by watching our videos, commenting, liking, subscribing, you're just helping animals. So please comment anything, any of your thoughts below you have on making our videos better, any animals you want to know, updates, everything, ask. But if you haven't already, thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you next week. This is gonna take a while. I can't open it. Why is this one so hard?
Each side, just above the urethra, and over time they merge into one big one. So his was got before it became a big one.
are made of what, like it's
You wanna say something?